Hello, welcome to Magical Maiden's Jewelry Tutorials. I'm Magical Maiden, and today I'm going to show you another craft, making a necklace. Now this is some glitter cardstock, and I've made it tracing. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, just an idea, because you're going to cover it. And we're going to use our die cut machine and some die cuts. Okay, so I've got black cardstock and silver cardstock, and that's the only colors I'm going to be using. The last one, if you remember my last necklace and matching earrings using the die cuts, I used 3 colors. I used the black, the silver, and the purple. Today, I am just using the black and the silver, and you can use any color combination you want. Okay, so I may use the small die cut or the big one. Now, if you don't know what die cuts are, they look like this and they have a sharp edge, and the other side is smooth. Now, I'm only going to show you cutting it once. I'm not going to go into detail or do it over and over because I have plenty of videos in my jewelry tutorial playlist showing you that. So, this is my Sizzix Big Shot die cutting machine, and here are all the platforms. You get a clear one, a white one, and then I got a self-healing cutting mat that you can get at the dollar store. And then I cut it to size, and what that does is prevents your die cuts from getting dull, so they stay sharp, and you can, it just prolongs the life of them, because they'll get dull after a while, like any blade. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to trace a side or do any kind of shape you want. And this is just a little shape. Remember, I'm gluing things to them. So I'm going to cut it out. So I cut it out, and you would cut a front and back. Now I'm just kind of shaping it up. But what you do is you cut a back one, and then you'd have this on the front, this on the back, and then you would glue it together. So I'm just going to shape it up off camera, the smaller one. And so I've explained this before. I'm going to do this side, and then for the other side, you want to do this so that you can match them up, and you'll have a front and back, and then you can glue it. Now you may not need the other side, they may not show. So today I'm only going to do the one side, but if you want a front and back, you have to flip it over because you want them to align. Otherwise you get 2 fronts and 2 backs. Okay. So this is a hand crank. And you're going to go, and there'll be some crunching sounds. And then you're going to go back, and I just do that for a little good measure for my own, to know that it went through and it'll cut. You don't have to. It should just cut with one pass. And here it is. So I'm going to make a bunch, and I'm going to do them off camera. Now, they do make these without the hand crank if you have arthritis or can't physically use a crank, or you don't want to. But the automatic ones are a little more money. You see, I am kind of overlapping the pieces, and you have to cut them different ways. I cut my finger, obviously. That's why I have the paper to help. So what you do is remember what I said. To have it go one way, you put the die cut on the glittery part. To have it go the other way, you put the die cut on the back of the cardstock. Now, if you want a front and back, you know what to do. You just have to flip it over, and so the side matches. So for instance, if I put my die cut over the glitter part, then to get the back of this, if I'm going to do front and back, I have to do it on the back of the cardstock. And then put the blade down on the back of the cardstock, and then I'll have 2 sides that will match, and I'll glue them together to get front and back. Just wanted to clarify that. And you would do the front and back for the base and for the pieces, but for me, for this video and for time's sake, I did not. So this is what I got so far. I'm overlapping, and you could do it any way you want. I already made the holes. I used my push pin for the holes. I put it through here and there, but don't put it too close to the edge or the cardstock will rip. And that's where you're going to put your jump rings. Okay, now I'm going to continue gluing, and then I'll cut a few more. So I want this next piece. Let's see if I'm done bleeding here. And I'm going to glue this, and then I'm going to take one that goes down and like that. And I'll continue doing that. You could change it up. You could do whatever pattern that you want. You know, you could just have it going many different ways if that's what you prefer. So I'm just putting some glue on this part because the other part is sticking up, so you don't want to put glue there. And now I'm going to stick it over here. Kind of move it up so that they're all in line, the tails. And then I'm going to get a black one that goes down this way with the little tail or fin. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, this is the finished, what it's going to look like. And of course, this is the back, but you will do the back like I explained earlier in the video. And if you're not sure, rewind, go listen how to do the back so it looks nice. Now I place these all closer because it's like it's spreading out as it goes down. You can do them all evenly or whatever, that's your preference. So now what I'm going to do is, this big part is going to be up on my neck. And it's going to be a side piece. Then I'm going to take a chain and some of these beads. See, they're black and silver to match. And I'm going to hook two 6mm jump rings at the end. See, I made a hole there and I made a hole there with my push pin. And so the two 6mm jump rings will go here and here. I'll attach chain, some beads, and a chain and some beads and so on. Okay, so that'll be my next step. It's all finished, and this is what it looks like. Now I'm trying to give you a close look. So what I did was, on the wider side, I put the wider side on the top. Now this is on my left side, but of course if you're seeing it, it might be mirrored into the right. And so where I put the push pins to make the holes, I put the two 6mm jump rings on both ends, okay? And so as it went down, it got smaller. I put a little piece of chain attached to the 6mm, and then I got 3 beads. And what I did was, I used an eye pin, and this is an eye pin. It has a little round part opening, and then you clip off the excess, and then you make a loop at the end, and then I attached a 6mm jump ring and did the same thing, and you know, so on. And then I attached a piece of chain and then repeated that process, and then the rest is chain. And on this side I just put a 6mm jump ring at the end, and then on this side I put a 6mm jump ring and a lobster claw clasp. And so this is what it is. It's a little different. It's not sitting straight in the middle, but you could actually move it if that's what you wanted, but I wanted something different. And so this is what it looks like. I thought it was just a little bit different. I didn't want to do the same old hanging right in front. I wanted to do something else. Now you could make this all beads if you prefer, but I wanted to add some chain and beads. But I just wanted to make it a little different, and it was really easy. And again, I will be putting the link to the die cuts that I have, the set. It's a large set. It's really, really nice. And you can do all different kinds of jewelry. Or you can make it longer. You can make this go like that, or you can go like this. See, I didn't want it like this. It looked boring to me. It didn't look right that way. I wanted it like this. This is why I kind of made it look different up top, and then I spread them out, and then I put them in tighter and then made it go, because I thought this would look good as a side piece necklace, a little different. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment if you have any questions about this craft, or if you just want to say hello. And please share this with anyone that you think might be interested in this craft. And thanks again. Oh, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you're notified when I upload my newest content. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my videos. Bye.